Hello, my friends. Welcome to our channel one more time. Today, we explore the journey of one of Turkey's most influential and long-serving political figures, a man who rose from the crowded streets of Istanbul and shaped the direction of his country for more than 2 decades, a leader who has become a global phenomenon in recent years, whose words are heeded, and who has shaped global politics all over the world. This is the story of Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, who is the President of the Republic of Turkey. The story begins in Kasımpaşa. Recep Tayyip Erdoğan was born on February 26, 1954, in Kasımpaşa, known for its tough, disciplined culture, a working-class district on the Golden Horn of Istanbul, Turkey. Although he was born in Istanbul, his family roots trace back to Güneysu, a district of Rize in the eastern Black Sea region. Because of this, Erdoğan often refers to Güneysu as his family's hometown. His father, Ahmet Erdoğan, worked as a Coast Guard officer, a job that often required discipline and a strict lifestyle at home. His mother, Tenzil Erdoğan, was known for her religious and traditional upbringing and played a significant role in shaping his early values. Erdoğan grew up with several siblings and is known to be one of 5 children in the family. Erdoğan attended Pasha Primary School, followed by Imam Hatip School, a religious vocational high school. While at Imam Hatip, he also took additional courses to receive a standard high school diploma, which later allowed him to pursue university studies. During his school years, Erdoğan showed an early interest in public speaking, poetry, and leadership roles. He participated in reading contests, school debates, and social activities. These experiences strengthened his confidence and shaped the communication style he would later use in politics. Life wasn't easy for him and his family at that times. To pay for his books and help his family, Erdoğan sold lemonade and simit, Turkish sesame ring bagels, on the streets. This upbringing taught him the language of the common man. He was also a semi-professional footballer, known as Imam Beckenbauer, for his skill in his piety. Erdoğan's political interest began early. In the 1970s, he joined the youth branches of the National Salvation Party. His energy, dedication, and ability to speak to crowds helped him rise steadily through local political structures. Over the next years, he built a reputation as a strong organizer, delivering speeches, managing community work, and earning recognition within the conservative political movement. How does a boy selling sesame rings on the streets of a rough Istanbul neighborhood rise to become one of the most consequential leaders in modern history? For over 2 decades, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan has not just led Turkey, he has completely reshaped it. He is a figure who inspires intense devotion and fierce debate. From prison cells to the presidential palace, from local politics to the center of global diplomacy, this is the story of a political survivor, a builder, and a leader who put Turkey back on the world map. The turning point came in 1994. Against the odds, Erdoğan was elected mayor of Istanbul. At that time, the city was suffering from water shortages, pollution, and uncollected trash. He focused on practical solutions. New water facilities were built, pollution was reduced, garbage collection improved, greened the city, and transportation projects expanded. His work changed Istanbul's daily life and significantly boosted his national profile. But in 1997, his rise hit a wall. During a speech, he read a poem that included the lines, "The mosques are our barracks, the domes are helmets." The courts convicted him of inciting religious hatred. He was stripped of his mayoral office, banned from politics, and sent to prison for 4 months. Headlines declared his career was over, but in reality, his time in prison only increased his popularity. He became a symbol of the silenced majority. Upon his release, Erdoğan broke away from traditional hardliners to establish a new movement, the Justice and Development Party, or the AK Party. In 2002, the party won a landslide victory. Erdoğan became prime minister, kicking off an era that has lasted more than 23 years. The first decade was marked by an economic boom. Inflation was tamed, the middle class expanded, and foreign investment poured in. In the 2002 elections, the AK Party achieved a major victory. Erdoğan initially could not become prime minister due to political restrictions, but after the ban was lifted, he took office in 2003. During the 2000s, Turkey saw strong economic growth, public services expanded, healthcare access grew,
education investments increased. Erdoğan promoted greater visibility of religion in public life, which many conservative voters supported. Large-scale developments, such as the Marmaray Tunnel under the Bosphorus and new megaprojects in Istanbul, became symbols of modernization. New roads, high-speed trains, bridges, tunnels, housing projects, and one of the world's largest airports were built across the country. Socially, he lifted bans on the headscarf in public institutions, a move that empowered conservative women who had previously been excluded from the public sphere. He also curbed the power of the military, which had a history of intervening in politics, establishing clear civilian control over the state. However, the journey wasn't without major challenges. The Gezi Park protests in 2013 marked a period of increasing polarization, but the most critical moment came on the night of July 15, 2016. A faction within the military attempted a violent coup. In the defining moment, Erdoğan connected to a TV station via a mobile phone video call, urging citizens to take to the streets. Millions answered his call, stopping the tanks and defeating the coup. Following this, Erdoğan pushed for a major political reform. In 2017, a national referendum approved a transition from a parliamentary system to an executive presidential system. In 2018, Erdoğan became Turkey's first executive president under the new constitution, marking another significant milestone in his political career. Erdoğan's foreign policy approach has been active and assertive. Turkey played a significant role in regional conflicts, peace efforts, and international negotiations. He frequently participated in global summits, maintained ties with NATO, managed complex relationships with Europe, Russia, and Middle Eastern countries, and expanded Turkey's diplomatic reach. Under Erdoğan's leadership, Turkey hosted millions of refugees, particularly from Syria, more than any other nation. Turkish humanitarian organizations expanded operations worldwide, providing aid in Africa, Asia, and areas affected by conflict or natural disasters. Over the years on the international stage, Erdoğan became a well-known figure on the international stage. Supporters view him as a strong, decisive leader who raised Turkey's global visibility. Critics focus on concerns about democracy, media restrictions, and political polarization. Regardless of viewpoint, his influence on both Turkey and international politics is significant and widely recognized. His motto, "The world is bigger than five," challenges the structure of the UN Security Council, demanding a fairer voice for developing nations. Under his leadership, Turkey has become a humanitarian powerhouse. The country has hosted nearly 4 million refugees, mostly from Syria, more than any other nation. Strategically, he has positioned Turkey as a unique mediator. Erdoğan is one of the few leaders capable of talking to both sides in major conflicts, such as the war in Ukraine, where he helped broker the vital Black Sea grain deal to prevent a global food crisis. From increasing influence in Africa to playing a decisive role in the Caucasus and investing heavily in a domestic defense industry, he has ensured that Turkey is a country that cannot be ignored. Today, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan is one of the most recognized leaders on the planet. He took a country on the edge of economic collapse and transformed it into a regional military and diplomatic heavyweight. From a modest childhood in Kasımpaşa to decades at the top of Turkish politics, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan's story is one of dramatic change, ambition, and lasting impact. His leadership shaped Turkey's economy, society, governance, and global position. His supporters and critics may disagree on many issues, but his influence on modern Turkey is undeniable. This has been the story of Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, a leader who reshaped the direction of Turkey and became one of the most prominent figures of 21st century global politics. What do you think will be his biggest legacy? Let us know in the comments below. That's all for now, my friends. Thanks for joining me and watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more in-depth stories. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for now, my dear friends.